What's your Tyler's back with the WrestleMania 18 video game review. Now, I'm going to tell you right now what the next game review will be. Even though I don't have the cover up for it, but I'll show you the disc. WrestleMania 19 for the GameCube also. So I want to talk about that for a long, long time, especially that crazy ass revenge mode. But we'll get to that next time out. That'll be the penultimate game review before WWE 2K25. So there's that. But we're gonna talk about the first GameCube WWE game. But this came out in 2002. So yeah, it's the same year as SmackDown Shut Your Mouth came out a few months before, right after this. And also WWE Crush Hour was also released, I believe, around the time also. But anyways, we gotta talk about the big elephant in the room. You know it says WWE on here. Well, in the game, the menus, everything, it still has the WWF logo around like the game. So, meaning you're still gonna see the WWF logo on in the menu and in the arenas and the tile belts and that. Which it's yeah, I know it was around the time where they changed the name of it, but their hands were tied when this was getting developed. So yeah. Also, the U.S. version, it has Stone Cold Steve Austin on it, but after his walkout, when it came out in international states, Austin was replaced by The Rock because of the certain walkout Austin did around that time. But we're not gonna talk about that, okay? Let's talk about the game itself. As far as the roster goes, it's okay. It's not the best roster, but again, this is way before the original brand split came. So you don't got guys like A. Guerrero or Brock Lesnar. Again, we're not going to see him in this year's game because of what happened last year with us. So we're not going to talk about that, okay? So you get guys like, your top guys like The Rock, Stone Cold, The Undertaker, Triple H, Jericho, all three members of the NWO, by the way. Scott Hall is in this game. And unfortunately, he will not be around. He was gone after this game came out, but again, their hands were tied because that, but he was cut from Shut Your Mouth. Shane McMahon is also in this game, but he was cut from Shut Your Mouth also yeah, I mean, they were going to do like some sort of invasion storyline and Shut Your Mouth in the season mode, but I don't think got cut, so there's that. And others, Undertaker, Triple H also. Hogan's also in this game, but he was Hollywood Hogan, but when the game came out, he was back to the red and yellow. There are some unlockables in the game. I'll tell you those who they are. Chris Benoit, Vince McMahon, Rhino, Raven, Ric Flair, Stacy Keibler. Uh, who else? Raven is what I said, yeah. And I don't think Stephanie was also a hidden character. I don't think so. But those were the unlockable characters you get in the game. The arena selection, by the way, it's mostly stuff from 2002, like Raw, but it's not the Raw right after they did the brand split. No, it's before the brand split. SmackDown Fist, WrestleMania 18, and they go backwards in the arenas. There's also Rumble 02, but there are other like unlockable arenas, but they're like duplicates of the ones like Rumble, WrestleMania, and SmackDown. There's WrestleMania 17, it's unlockable, Rumble 01, and SmackDown Ovaltron. And again, they go backwards in period sets, like SummerSlam 01, Survivor Series 01. And yeah, like, that's all they have in this game. Match types, fairly decent. There's Hell in a Cell, a tables match, TLC match, the Royal Rumble, which, yeah, the Rumble 01 arena you have to unlock by going through the 30-man Royal Rumble, which, good fucking luck doing that, because this game's Royal Rumble AI is shit. And I ain't talking about the controls yet, but... Now, let's talk about the controls, by the way. A is your grapple button, B is your strike button, Y is run, X is to get out of the ring, I believe, but in order to grab a weapon, you have to press X and A at the same time, but in the other ones, it's just X. And to do a pin, you don't do down and A, no, it's just the Z button. Reversals are L and R, so there's that, and in order to change focus, you use the C stick. And there's that. And there's other match I also I forgot to mention. There's a Battle Royal mode, which is just a Battle Royal mode, but it's not an over-the-top rope Battle Royal. There's also hardcore matches, you know, the usual hardcore matches. The graphics, on the other hand, look a little weird, honestly, but they're fine for the time being for 2002. Now, there's a creator wrestler mode. It's fairly decent, you know. You can create people who were not in the game, like Diamond Dallas Page, for example, or basically that. Or Mankind, also, but there's that. Now, there are two modes in the game. There is a Battle of the Belt mode, which I don't know what the purpose is in that mode. And there's the other one, which is called Path of Champions. This ain't WWE All-Stars, for the example. You go through whatever belt you go through. World, IC, European, Hardcore, Women's, I believe? I don't know. And Tag Team. And you go through all those to unlock those wrestlers, like I said. Also, if you use the Rod, you can unlock the SmackDown Ovaltron also. So there's that. However, the title holders, some of them were accurate after WrestleMania, like Triple H was the WWE Championship after WrestleMania. Rob Van Dam was the Intercontinental Championship after WrestleMania. But some of the championship holders are like, they were not the champions going into WrestleMania. For example, Undertaker was not the hardcore champion going into WrestleMania 18. Maven was, but he's not in the game. And Christian was not the European champion going into WrestleMania. He did challenge for it at WrestleMania against DDP, but he was not in the game. And all I have to say, you could do like alternate tires, by the way. You press the L or R button to do it, but that's all I have to say, really. I went lengthy this time because wrestling game reviews I always do like lengthier. Well, some of them are like the fight game versions, like in your house and WrestleMania the arcade game. They were like short, basically. But there's also a cage match, also, but I forgot to mention, but that's basically all I have to say. This game is okay. That's all I have to say. A 6.5 out of 10 I'll give it. I know a lot of people do not like this game, and I understand. This is the weak link of the 4 GameCube games, but as you all know, the next one I'm talking about is WrestleMania 19 for the GameCube. If you know, because I really do want to talk about this game for a long time, especially that revenge mode, which we'll get to that at some point later on, because yeah, I want to do like more countdowns, that is, and yeah, tomorrow will be my Raw review, and I'll do the dumpster fire. You know what? I'll do that on next week. Yeah. Next week it'll be the Dumpster Fires. And there. So there's that. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this, share my notification bell. As well as my secondary channel, Talos Retro Reviews, you see on Thursday, TNA Against All Odds 2005. 5, yeah. Not 6. 5. And there. Goodbye.